nobody is going to take the initiative or be decent enough, or I don't know if that's a true statement. However, based off of my experience, is that nobody's going to be able to outlove myself, okay? And you're damn right, I'm going to spoil myself, and you're absolutely right, I will do whatever the fuck I want, because I'm not the one actually who needs the regulation. It's a whole bunch of y'all, and my evidence of that is this manipulation and shit. If it was not so, if what I am saying is untrue, or if what I'm saying was a lie, then why the need to degrade women of color? Why the need to come up with the trash that y'all call music? That's trash. You needing to dehumanize folks, and y'all can laugh at the our removal, but yet you mean to tell me that what I'm saying is is inaccurate? Absolutely not. I know it's absolutely correct. And yeah, I do need to take it much easier. Shit. You don't see any movies or any situation, any news broadcasting, or any types of reflections or projections or display of a woman of color, and with like me, okay, woman of color, whether light skin, mixed or not. You don't see us up on I can't name one movie, one play, nothing where we are the damsel of distress. Now, I'm not accepting such a label. What I'm not saying that we're damsels. What I'm saying is that we are not only taken for granted, we are not appreciated, okay? Y'all do not respect us. You pay us less. Caucasian American woman, you have a lot of nerve trying to ask for equal pay, but then they use us for their bullshit. Y'all use us left and right. And you know what? My self-esteem and my worth, it should not be it should not be used, or my your need to be the pretty, better woman, which you could not ever be. You cannot be. The reason why I say that is because if you were the better woman, you would have put on the big woman panties and been done, said what I'm saying now, is that you're lying and you are a liar. And a lot of you guys a lot of you, male and female alike, you sit and you watch this, witness it, okay? And your silence also, it means that you're enabling and condoning this. And as a mixed indigenous woman, so a variation of ethnicities, but yet I'm indigenous in my own land of origin. I don't claim ownership over land. Nobody, in all honesty, in all reality, factually, owns anything. You don't even own your own selves. You don't even own your shell. It's temporary, because if you really truly owned it, then you would be able to determine when you come and when you go, or when your heart beats and stops beating. And what goes on here, with the true crime, the real crime, is not only just this thing where folks came over here and then really reorganized things, and the audacity to hold indigenous women or males or anyone, even your own, even your own people, members, okay? So you guys do this to each other, okay? It's not just a European thing. It's all over the place. And where I see it most prominently is males doing this to females. But then, taking a step further, men do this to other men. Men do this to boys. You guys do this crap all over. And you have no business doing it. The reason why I say you got no business doing it is because that crap that y'all let come out your mouths when you want to start using them words like integrity and justice and authority and this and that and penal codes and rules and stipulations, and following protocol, you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. And you have no, you have it. What are you proud or honored about? That's what he had to do. He's just doing his job. No, he's not. And who ordained you to do that job? If you're telling me that another man did it, well then, who made him the head of anything? Okay? And if you want to go based off this crap about God making you this and that, okay. Well, the God that I am about, it says that you're a liar. Okay? Logic says that y'all are liars. And what you've done is something that's unforgivable. And I don't have the authority to forgive y'all. So you're damn right when it comes to me. No, I'm not lazy. When it comes to me, I'm going to do whatever whatever I choose to. Okay? And I deserve that. I deserve more than that. What y'all have done is so pitiful. Okay? A lot of you Caucasian European US groomed and programmed, okay? Because I cannot really truly compare y'all personality and character-wise or plight-wise to the actual European Caucasian that live in Europe and Europe, okay? So they're European. There's Russian and Russia. There's Sweden and Scotland, and all, you know, wherever y'all white folks is over there. Okay. Their plight is a whole lot different than you spoiled, entitled, and privileged white women. And bullshit, you can miss me with them. It happens to us too. Yeah. So if it's happening to you, then you know that it's happening to us as well. So you find it acceptable to tolerate the abuse of another, but you advocate for yourself, which is definitely, I mean, yeah, hello, duh, yeah, who wouldn't advocate for themselves if you've been harmed and something, you want justice, you want something to occur, to redeem or repair or to bring some healing. Duh. So how dare you? Okay? No, I'm not from Africa. And what you call the U.S., this is my home. This was just home. And for y'all to do and to regulate and to demand that someone who is in their own fucking land of origins to abide by but you yourself don't even abide by it. You can really just wow. When they say go back to whatever, y'all can go back there and do that. And I bet you that you probably won't be so it won't be so simple to do it there either. You think you're gonna go, well, perhaps it is easy to do it there. You're so desensitized, no soul having, dead as fuck, trying to tell me how to religion? Seriously? Y'all are corrupt from the floor up. You're tore up from the floor up, corrupt, and y'all can miss me. Fucking materialistic. You're greedy as hell. You're thieves and lying. A whole bunch of you. And I don't care what you're talking about. You say, oh, it's a white thing, it's a black thing. No, it's a whole bunch of y'all, especially most prominent in males. And this thing where y'all need to dominate women or to take advantage of women, sickening. And then for you privileged who go and get married, and a whole bunch of y'all ain't nobody's cute. So it's like, it's like I've seen y'all. I've lived with y'all. I've been abused by y'all. So fuck you, what you're saying. You're a liar. You're nothing but a liar. Racist. Okay? The fake ass bullshit that y'all call racism. But what it is just it's a grooming technique y'all use, okay? A lot of you European, Caucasian, Americanized women, U.S., you've been U.S., so U.S. apostrophe D. What you did, a whole bunch of you. I've yet to see a true so-called loving relationship between a Caucasian European woman and then the daughter, her mixed child. Okay, y'all lay down with darker skinned, okay, melanated men. Okay, and I have yet to see a loving relationship between any of y'all, because what goes on often is I've seen two relationships that are formed. One relationship is where you project and groom into your daughter to look a certain way and to be a certain way, and she has an underdeveloped character where she's exploitive, manipulative. It's not even underdeveloped. Let's just go on and say some of you groom your mixed daughters to be predators and to be to basically take advantage and exploit men. And which I'm not even going to say that that's a bad thing, because men exploit so much. Men exploit so much and they take advantage of so much. It's kind of like, whatever. But the thing is that although you're teaching your daughter or your daughters how to be taken care of, or to, what you're also teaching them is greed, materialism, it's true, laziness. You're teaching them how to be unproductive, or to be entirely too codependent, and you're also teaching them how to be slave. You're teaching them to practice slavery and dehumanization. So you're giving them this whole men are dogs, and as long as you look good and talk well and do what you got to do, then you can marry him, trap him, keep him, order him, basically, exploit him, or to, and then often you have some where it's like sex is a weapon. I don't have nothing to say about that as far as whatever. But that's what y'all teach. Either that or you scapegoat. Hold on. Yep, that or y'all will scapegoat, which is the program I went through. I started off as being pretty self-sufficient, and I had a bit of freedom, and then that quickly changed. And I was still elementary age level. So then that's where the whole self-esteem issues came from. These aren't things that I had naturally. I didn't care too much about the physical. However, I knew I was I knew I was all that and then some. I didn't have insecurities. I didn't give a fuck, and I had no problem saying what was what and who was what and blah blah blah. I did not care. I didn't have no fear. Fear of what? I didn't care. And that evidently is a threat. Is it a threat? It must be, because why else would you need to destroy someone's natural character, how they are? But then yet you'll groom your daughters or mixed females to either be predator or to be your doormat. You know what? Fuck you. You're not any better. You're not no better. That does not make you better. That makes you weak. That makes you're selfish. You're ungrateful, undeserving, and to make it all worse, you're the foreigner, the one visiting, and you've been visiting for a long time, and for you to go on and be so fucking self-centered, and then be surprised that we have no choice but to be self-centered and to take care of us. And even us, at a broken, dysfunctional operation, we still have much more character, more class, and much more empathy. It is not a honor to be a greedy, selfish, and it's like incapable or unwilling to think and then to do, because it's one thing to like depend on men, whatever. It's another thing to just go on to entirely exploit them, demean them, and then make it even worse by creating a legacy of mixed or mixed race children, offspring. So then you just project all that bullshit onto us. Fuck you. You know, we are not your doormat. No, you are not the standard of beauty. I mean, you may be perhaps to somebody's eyes because they were groomed to uphold your look, but your character clearly shows that you're willing to abuse, and you're just as abusive, if not worse, than your male counterparts, because you've sat and watched, you've abused. You guys were the ones, Caucasian woman, you were the Caucasian female, excuse me. You guys were the ones, you females were the ones who implemented the things about my hair. You're the ones who did that. You cut off my hair when it was long and healthy. You did all that shit, okay? You're the ones who projected all that horror and filth onto me so you can miss me. And then you're the ones who went on to talk about all that sexual degradation. That was you. It wasn't white males. And then it later became, well, it also was shortly introduced and then, continued by the melanated male, more specifically the so-called African male or African American male. The two of you are like peas in a pod. You disgust me. So yeah, and then this triangulation where the Caucasian European male, and just as much as the what you guys accept as Latino, Hispanic, the only ones who don't really do this to us African American women, so-called African American women, what you really need to say is indigenous women, the ones who don't do this to us is most often is the older Hispanic Latinos. And if they do it, they do it at the level most often that the Caucasian European does it, which is the exchange of currency, which I'm going to do another video, okay, about this sad fucking reality, the sad and undeserved reality. I deserve so much better than your fucking money. I deserve so much better than your compliments. I deserve that. And the only one who's really going to be able to give that to me is me. Because you guys clearly, when it comes to being honest, something that you don't uphold, it's not part of, I guess it's just not part of your culture. It's not you have no desire to be anywhere near. You're not. Okay. And then you providing what? Housing, shelter, excuse you. Before you were here, I would have just made my own stuff. I was motivated and had the skill set and had the support to do so. Okay, so don't make it seem like you're giving me a better deal than what I already was doing, or what my ancestry line, my heritage, what I come from, and the origins of which, and the culture that we had and what we practiced and upheld. You have a lot of fucking nerve to disrespect that, and then to pretend and make it seem like I was just up in a teepee or something. Okay, like I said, although I'm mixed ethnicities, no, my land of origins, my place of origins is right here where my feet are. And that's where we are from. And we were everywhere. We traveled. So the audacity of you. And who are the main culprits? Who are the main ones who still practice this crap? Who's the main ones who are truly objectified by this? I'm not saying that males and boys are not harmed, because they are. They really are. But the focus is the spotlight on who this has been done to for centuries. You guys use us as currency, okay? You created us like we're currency. Like we don't even fucking have feelings. We have no right, no say-so. So for this abuse to go down the way it does, you sexually exploit us and degrade us. You use us. You make money off of our humiliation. You use force against us, making us sell our most intimate, our most intimate and most precious part of us to make it a game and make it fun and make it like something like it's cool to shake my fucking ass. You don't deserve me. Y'all don't even fucking deserve me. The energy that I bring, the actions that I take, the things that I'm willing to do, the sacrifices I've made. And this goes for women of color across the board, the ones who are not represented, mixed or not. And this colorist bullshit needs to fucking stop, because a whole lots of us mixed ethnic women and females, you guys disrespect and abuse us as well, whether you're dark skin or light skin. When you play this game of who's darker, who's lighter, who's this, who's that, in this game, this hierarchical game, you can miss me with that. It's like if being abused and picked on more, not just by other melanated ones, but by Caucasians as well, as some middleman, we're always like put into this crap. Don't put me into your crap. Either you're going to accept it for what it is or not, because they still view and use and disrespect and look down upon me, when really, in all honesty, I look down on them. They're the ones who are of the shameful action, not me. They have to find things to nitpick at me for and hold. I'm always held under some type of fucking magnifying glass. Y'all up in this, foreigners up here, that y'all got your system fucking going, but you silence and then have to try and diminish the shit that y'all brought to me. I didn't give to you. You brought it to me. Shame on you. And you damn right I'm focused on me. I've got every right. I deserve it. And you have no you really, truly, honestly, murdering indigenous women, using us the way you do, and the fucking audacity to want us to go to Caucasian American woman, you need to stop speaking for women, because you're the foreigner guest here. You've been the most fucking privileged. And for you to be speaking about equal pay, lady, I want to fucking stay home. You're ungrateful. I'll take care of the home. I should not have to be going to work like a man. I've already done that. And I've worked twice as hard, getting lesser pay than you and him. So you really can miss me. Done better jobs. They give me more hours, but less pay. I'm training these folks, but they're making more money than me. Please. I've got way too many skills. My resume is just shocking. You play all the games that you want to play. Embarrassing. Do not speak for me. You want to be a CEO? Really? Yeah, I want to own my own stuff too. I want to have my own ideas too. And when you guys come over here and are able to sell and be merchants of nature, really? Who gave you that type of authority that you own anything? You don't own anything, in all honesty. And for you to be so fucking selfish and greedy, you're not no decent woman. You're not even a woman. What you are is spoiled, entitled, and privileged is what y'all are. And this is across the board. This goes for you African males who do this to the women. This goes for you predatorial females who are, classified as man-eaters and all that. And I'm not even against all that. It's the way you do what you do, not what you're doing. It's the way you do it. If you need to lie and do all this and all this and all that and all this and all that and alter a bunch of things, then yeah, you already know what it is. It's like whatever. And no, I'm not a pick-me. And no, none of this stuff is of my origin. This is what y'all had to train into me and beat into me, because you're sick. You're beyond sick. So when y'all think that y'all have some type of qualification, you don't. You don't have no room to speak. And as ungrateful as y'all is, have y'all ever asked the Caucasian European women out in Europe how they feel about these situations? Or do you even speak to them? Or do y'all try to hurry up and get to them and try to brain warp their minds? Is that why y'all deport them so quickly? Yeah, they go through a lot of fucking bullshit. Their experience is probably a lot more similar to mine than it is for you. You ain't no sister to them. You sicken me. Y'all said, well, excuse me. No, you don't sicken me. But it's sickening to witness this. It's like vomit. And you know what? Yeah, I do deserve it. And yeah, I am gorgeous. And yep, and I am all that. Yep, you damn right. And my nappy hair. What about it? What are you hating? Why do you feel that you need to go out of your way? Why do you need to lie about someone raping you? Huh? How come it took you all the way to your deathbed just to finally admit that you were lying? Just put them all out there. You're ungrateful. You really, truly don't deserve what you've got. I'm just telling the truth. And even those poor ones of you, you need to miss me too, because it's like, hello, don't fucking add me into the equation of what you've got going on here. First of all, this is y'all's system, not mine. Second of all, is that even as a so-called poor one, you can call the domestic hotline and you will be helped and assisted, and they will send you somewhere. They will give you the guidance and assistance whether you need it or not. If I call them, there's usually always some other bullshit. And that's why I don't waste my time to call them. It's always some bullshit. You went into a store and were able to steal things so that you can support your drug habit. I went into the store when I was younger because the police kept stealing the money. So I had to and had no choice because I was being muled and held against my will to be prostituted, and because the police, and it seems like the police and the pimps are in bed together. Okay, so me being robbed from and then shoved into a cage, held against my will, and then forced to do things that I don't want to fucking do, sharing my most intimate and precious part of me, okay? Not even sharing willfully. This is against my will. So you can really miss me. So when I go into the store to go and get hygiene products, mind you, less than like $40 worth, and then the so-called, what you guys want to accept as the Hispanic, Latino, Mexican, and then him being able to choke slam me and making sure that there was an arrest, but yet you, white lady, were able to leave that store. How much merchandise did you steal from them, and what was the purpose of your theft? And what validates your theft but invalidates mine? And which one is worse? Okay, two of the lesser evil, and you really want to play this? So when I go get hygiene stuff because I can't afford it after being penalized, ostracized, and targeted due to greed, due to lust, due to hypersexualization and the exploitation of me sexually to feed other Caucasian and so-called Hispanic males, consumers, okay, sex trade. So when my body is used that way and I'm held against my will by a black fucking wannabe, this idiot here, the master, black master, is a pimp, okay? So when your police are able to take the money, the ones that are doing their jobs are able to take the money and then put me back into jail, and then they just play this game, and I go and get hygiene stuff because, well, gee, by golly, I actually want to take care of my hygiene, So, yeah, your police can take money like that and just play games and allow this one to kidnap 15-year-olds and prostitute them. And you're going to sit here and tell me, well, just ghetto and ratchet and wish that y'all would. But you stole how much stuff to feed your heroin addiction, right? So which one is worse? The one who wants to go wash herself and take care of her body due to being stolen from and kidnapped and raped and sex trafficked? Miss me. You can miss me. Okay? You're ungrateful. You guys do not, this nation, as well as across the board and other parts of this world, how you guys treat melanated females and women is embarrassing. It's disgusting. It goes to show that you're not human. You are not civil. You are not of truth. You are not a religious. You are not a spiritual. You are greedy, you are selfish, you're self-centered enablers who condone the abuse and the misuse and the taking advantage of some of the most unrepresented, unprotected females and women who do not deserve this mistreatment. And we have offered so much to you. As a matter of fact, the creator, okay, you're our great grandmother of civilization, okay, missed me.